a couple of minutes. Thank you and welcome. Hopefully, people that are coming in now. We got Brooke Benjamin, we got Alex Braun, we got Nacho Taco, we got Jay Cola, and now
that sounds delicious.
Nacho Taco does sound delicious. He's a longtime Regalverse fan. Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm gonna have to start over a little bit because you didn't hear anything I said. So let me start again, and that's okay because we just started and people are coming in now. So I'm gonna do the entire lineup of what we're doing here, and then later I will cut the first 2 minutes of this out retroactively on YouTube. Lets you do that, you know.
Oh really?
You can cut out the beginning of a live stream.
Has Nacho Taco ever performed self-cannibalism? Because he sounds delicious. Or they sound delicious, whatever.
All right, so, hey, AK is here. Hey, AK, how's it going? You know, another longtime Regalverse fan. I blasted this all over my social media as well, so.
Careful you blast yourself.
Right, Tobias.
Cool. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing today. All right, so welcome to Comic Cast, the world's best comic book live show, Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to be talking a little bit about new comics that are either they've come, they've gone, they're going to come to conclusion about comics today. So we're talking the X-Gwen variants and Gwenverse. We're talking Devil's Reign. Then we're going to be talking a little bit about some back issues and some CGC with special guest Chris Townsend, who will be hosting the YouTube live sale that will start at 5 immediately after this live stream is over. And then we're going to be talking about some comic book movie news. And of course today that's going to be all the Batman, because that's what's hip and cool right now in the comic book movie news is the Batman. The Batman came out and it's actually really great.
I'm a special guest.
You are a special guest. I'll let you know when you have to come out here.
All right, let me know.
But then, yeah, so the Batman came out. It's probably the best Batman to Batman, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. And then we're going to move on to some local events and some store events. We've got a ton of stuff coming up. We may be at a comic book show or two this year, so I'll let you know about all that. And then we're going to leave the floor open for some chat, Q&A interaction. And then I will introduce Chris once again so he can take over for his live sale. That is the agenda for today on Comic Cast. Thank you, everybody who has been here. Who is here? Okay. Brooke Benjamin says, but Richie, what is it? What is it? Serge Henderson is here. Hello, Serge Henderson. Okay, so. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but as I tell all my fans on the Regalverse YouTube channel, it's not a Regalverse live stream unless there's at least one technical problem. That's just tradition around here. How's it going? This is Chris Townsend. He'll be joining us a little bit later. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay there, so.
Until I see myself.
You're just going to wait till you see yourself and then back up?
Wait for it. Do a little spin. And go.
Okay, all right.
Alright.
Oh, who's the person in the background? That's
Spider-Bat.
That's Spider-Bat. That's not a real person. That's a blow-up Spider-Man doll wearing a Batman mask and a safari hat.
And a Spider-Man mask.
He's the claim captain. He's the claim captain, so that's always good. Yeah. Alex Braun says, I'm excited for the sale on Saturday. Yeah, we got a ton of stuff coming up. So anyways, yeah, let's talk about some new comics. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I know that, like, the number one thing in comic book fans today I've noticed is that comic book fans don't seem to be typically the biggest fans of new comic books. But I mean, everybody who's a comic book fan typically is a comic book collector. I'm a comic book collector as well. And so our interest really lies in what we grew up with. You know, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, so that's kind of like, Jim Lee, X-Men stuff, like that's kind of where my brain goes to when I think fondly of comic books and growing up. And so that's what I like to collect. You know, and then of course you collect whatever you like as a comic book collector. But yeah, comic book collectors don't typically like new comics as much. I like to read some of the new comic lines, but I'll admit comic books were best when I was a kid, and I think that a lot of people have those nostalgia glasses for whatever time that they were growing up in. But having said all of that, there is some great stuff happening right now. I will give a special shout out to Dark Knights of Steel. I think that's a cool line. It's basically if the DC universe took place in the Middle Ages, that's really cool. But what's really hip and really cool right now is, of course, the X-Gwen covers. Here we can see a little. These are a couple of the covers that are mashed together. So X-Gwen covers is if Gwen Stacy was like an X-Men character, basically had that X-Men's powers. So she still looks like Gwen Stacy, but she's in a costume of the X-Men of her choice. And this is all leading into Gwenverse, which yesterday we got the very first issue of Gwenverse, and that is bound to be a huge comic run. Gwen Stacy is hugely popular right now, so people are buying up those Gwenverses #1 either to read the comic or to collect it for the inevitable huge up market it'll have later on. I see some of the Gwen covers going for $100, $150, $200 already. And so it's like it's a big profit margin on those. But the X-Gwen and /Gwenverse stuff is just like really cool. I really like seeing characters that we're used to seeing doing other things do something completely different, or do something that we would usually see another character do. I mean, I think that's the whole appeal. That was the whole appeal of Spider-Gwen in the first place. It's like, here we took a character that had died in the comics, and now she's coming back from a different universe to be her own spider person and have spider powers. It was awesome. And then, of course, we had Gwenpool, and now we're basically getting Gwen Stacy as any hero under the sun. I really like this image here. It shows Gwen in the Rogue costume and Gwen as Cyclops. But there are other really cool covers. Obviously there's a cover where she's Wolverine. That is some really great stuff. I'm really excited for that. And also Devil's Reign. We got issue 5 of Devil's Reign yesterday. Issue 6 will be coming out next month. So the Devil's Reign storyline is coming to a close. If you have not been keeping up on Devil's Reign and you are a Marvel fan, you've got to catch up on Devil's Reign. It's a really cool arc. So get on that. It's really cool. Anyways, so that's what I got to say about new comics. And as is going to be the tradition during each one of these segments, after each segment I will look at the comments and see if there's anything I want to answer. So yeah, we already talked about this person behind me who's not a person. It's Blow Up Spider-Man
I'm a person?
So no, not you.
I was behind you just a moment ago.
Oh, sorry. No, I was talking about Spider Safari Bat person.
Yeah, where's hurt? Really starting this first thing off with a bang, man.
talking about this guy. Brooke Benjamin says, I read what I like on the cover or a certain subject. I'll grab a Wolverine comic if I see one. And Gwen has an X-Men look. Cool. Yeah, that's kind of like the whole thing with the X-Gwen stuff, is that it is all just a bunch of variants of Gwen Stacy. So if you are familiar with the concept of, well, there's actually two different concepts of variants when it comes to comics, right? Because there's the more newer concept of variants. Like if you guys watch the Loki show, a variant is of course a version of a character from a different part of the multiverse. So in the Loki show, we got like 50 versions of Loki. That's what this Gwenverse is supposed to be. That's why we're seeing different versions of Gwen Stacy on all these different covers, because these are actual versions of Gwen Stacy that exist in other universes that have those powers that we're used to seeing with other characters. And I think that that's a really cool. Of course, the second definition of variants is just a comic book cover that is not the usual cover. So we call it the normal cover, we call the A cover, and then like for every like 10 of those you get like this variant, and for every 25 of those you get this variant, and so on and so forth. And those are comic book variants, not to be confused with the comic book character variants. Confusing, I know, but if you're a fan, you'll keep track. Serge Henderson says, I have a question. How do I go about ordering back issues in bulk? Well, that's going to be a great question for Mr. Chris Townsend in the YouTube live sale stream that happens immediately on this very same YouTube channel when this stream is done, because his stream will be all about selling you comics should you wish to stick around.
Hey, Rich, I can answer that question.
Why, look, it's Wes.
Hello.
It's Wes Smith. He can
Hello.
answer that question right now.
Hello.
You will duck down just a little bit, probably.
You can't really order back issues in bulk per se. Sometimes we sell sets. You know what sets are, Rich.
I do.
Like a whole run of back issues. Also, sometimes we sell mystery boxes. That's a great way to get discounts on back issues in bulk.
You can try to buy closing comic shops.
Yeah.
Comic shops that close down, you can try to buy them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can do storage unit auctions, or you can check
Estate
Facebook
sales.
Marketplace.
Correct.
Estate sales,
Goodbye.
yard sales.
I want to know who bewitched Wes and turned him into like a robot over there. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Okay. I hope that answered your question, Serge. We have a lot of and sometimes you'll get lucky and we'll have either a YouTube sale, or particularly if you guys are not up on this, and I can't imagine that you wouldn't be at this point. Every Wednesday and Friday we have live sales on the A1 Instagram. So you go to the A1 Instagram, you click the live on the big circle profile pic, and it's every 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have sales. And we do a lot of back issues, and sometimes we'll have like Amazing Spider-Man 50, Amazing Spider-Man 51, and so you can kind of get them quote unquote in bulk if you just buy like several issues that are kind of like that we put up in a row there, like on lots A through Z. So that's one way to do it. Although, yeah, it would be nice if we had more bulk options, but you know what? Comic books are hard. So, anyways, there's also the warehouse sale where everything's $1. You mean the patio sales?
They're warehouse sales.
The warehouse sales.
We're not supposed to call them patio sales.
We're not supposed to call them patio sales.
Because we have patio sales. We've had patio sales at all 3 stores for like 20 years.
And that's why it's so confusing, huh?
That's why everyone would go to the stores and say, "Where's the patio sale?"
Cool. So that doesn't apply to any of you who don't live in California or specifically the Sacramento region. But yeah, we have local sales all the time. We're going to get to our local sales a little bit later, but I just wanted to give a shout out to what was previously called our patio sales, apparently by mistake, but now they're called warehouse sales. We will be having a patio sale at our Folsom store later, but again, we're going to get to that a little bit later.
See how the confusion starts?
Right, exactly. Patio. Malkovich. All right, so Nacho Taco says, I'm back. Thanks, Nacho Taco. I didn't know that you had left. All right. Actually, Brooke, Wes is spelled W-E-S. There's no 2 S's, but good try. Did you say something? Oh, my. Where did that come from?
We got a whole bunch of these.
Oh, that's hella cool.
Oh, that's the
so
coolest thing
sick.
I've ever seen, dude. Oh, we gotta pop the little bits off.
Yeah.
Wait, come show the stream. Come show the stream. Check this out. Look how cool that is.
Warehouse finds.
Warehouse finds. We should have a whole segment called Warehouse Finds. Look what we found in the warehouse
I'm just going to
today.
interrupt your segment with the warehouse find every couple seconds.
It's somebody's
warehouse
slab.
find.
We like Spider-Man over here, as you can see.
It's not for sale.
Oh, God, no.
Okay. Serge says, reason I asked that question was I was looking for a walk for a Spider-Man woman in Bronze Age.
I mean, there's a price. Yeah,
Looking for a walk
Way too cool not to.
for a Spider-Woman in Bronze Age. You hear that? You hear that? Avery Serge was asking. He says he was looking for a walk for a Spider-Woman in Bronze Age.
Where?
Right here. Yeah.
Oh, like looking for a whole bunch of Spider-Woman Bronze Age? Honestly, a lot of comic shops, where am I? There I am.
There you
A lot of comic shops don't really, I mean, they're not super expensive books besides maybe the first one. I'm sure you could look on eBay as well and you may even be able to find a run of them on eBay for like pretty cheap.
Yeah. But don't we want them to buy it from us?
You can absolutely buy them from us. I don't have any right now though.
Well, there you go.
I am a nice, transparent comic shop employee that says you don't have to only shop at one place. It'd be cool if you did though.
You're like Macy's in the movie, the Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
you know, remember when they were like, hey, Santa Claus is advertising other stores?
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I did.
So irrelevant. So irrelevant. Oh, boy. Killjoy is here. Hello, Killjoy. Killjoy says, here to support podcast debut. Thank you. Killjoy is, of course, a longtime fan of the Rich Alvarez YouTube channel, which is where my roots are. And now I'm here at A1. Of course, I still have the Rich Alvarez channel, as many of you know, but this is my job. And so I'm hoping to make it successful here. You know. Hey, Chris Muller is here. Chris Muller is Silver Shadow. Says, hey all, just wanted to pop in for a second to remind you all to give this vid a like. Gotta bounce, but good luck on the podcast, Rich. Thank you so much, Chris. That's right. We've got about a dozen of you in here right now, but only 3 likes on this video. Don't forget to give this video a like. YouTube loves likes. It's how the whole algorithm allegedly works. So if you are here and you're watching me say this right now, click that thumbs up, give this video a like, get that algorithm boosted. Show YouTube who's boss, and all the world will be right as rain. Search says, Christopher Journal's pop comic book culture put me up for you guys. Oh, cool. And he's a big customer on your guys' channel. Awesome. Search says, how much does that Spider-Man is standing board? Are you talking about this guy again? I don't know. I get you. Are you asking how much is the board, the one that we brought out earlier? I don't think that's for sale necessarily, but I don't know. Maybe they'll do it on the stream later. AK says, hey, Brooke, Killjoy, and Chris. These are a lot of fans from the Rashavers channel. Cool. All right, so I think it's time to move on to the next topic, which would be... Well, I think Chris is busy in the other room, so I think we're going to switch things around here and talk about movie news next. So, okay. You know, normally on this part of the cast, I would be talking about, like, like Marvel stuff. Like, obviously, we're going to be getting Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness later in the year, and that's obviously the movie I'm looking forward to the most this year. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love Doctor Strange. I love the Multiverse. I love the MCU. I love it all. But, you know, on the DC side of things, I've always been a big fan of Batman. However, it's hard to get a good Batman movie, am I right? Because there's something that Batman's always been in the comics. He's always been a detective. Heck, his first comics were called Detective Comics. And they still have a Detective Comics line that is kind of runs parallel to the Batman line today. But, you know, that's why it's called DC Comics for Detective Comics. Batman is very much a detective before he's a superhero. In fact, an argument could be made that Batman isn't really a superhero at all. He is a hero, but he has no superpowers. He's a vigilante, but he likes to keep it all within, you know, his own rules. He doesn't kill, he doesn't use guns, and he's a detective, and most of what he is doing is detective work, which is why when the Arkham games came out, like Arkham Asylum, people loved those games, and a big part of why huge comic book fans love those games is because you spend most of the game looking around, detecting, going through infrared vision, you know, looking for clues. There's a lot of great action in those games as well, of course. But, you know, we want to be the detective Batman. Robert Pattinson as the Batman in this new movie, The Batman. It's really the first time on the silver screen that I felt like I was watching a movie starring Batman. You know, like, I love Michael Keaton as the character, but those movies, you know, were a product of their time. They're goofy. Same thing with the Schumacher movies. I enjoy the Chris Nolan movies, but they really kind of feel more like Goodfellas featuring Batman. They're just heavily crime movies, and the character, to me, just never really felt like Batman. This movie, Matt Reeves' Batman, Matt Reeves the Batman, Matt Reeves is the writer-director of The Batman, this really does just feel like we're finally watching a movie starring the character The Batman. You know, like, people, sorry, some people have complained that it's a touch long, and, you know, maybe it is a touch long, whatever. It runs for about 3 hours. That's okay. I enjoyed every minute of it. Does it have slow parts? Sure. But Batman, again, as the detective, would have some slow parts where he's just kind of thinking and mulling things over. It's not supposed to be a big slugfest, you know. It's supposed to be a thoughtful detective story, and that's what we finally got. The character... it just felt like Batman. Everything from kind of like the folklore, folk hero vibes you get every time that Robert Pattinson steps towards his enemies. You kind of hear a slight spur-like sound. It's like a ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And like that just kind of adds to that like folklore of Batman. and the fact that he kind of stays in the shadows and then slowly walks out of the shadows, and the fact that all of his enemies are kind of looking at shadows, kind of just like waiting for him to come out. It's like the mysticism is back, the mystery is back. We are finally getting a true Batman story, a true Batman movie. And that's why I will say I think The Batman is the best Batman movie to ever Batman. It truly is great. And there's a lot of other things to love about the movie. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, he's unrecognizable as himself. He went through hours of prosthetics to get that look, and his voice is incredible. Zoe Kravitz is incredible as Selena Kyle / Catwoman. And there's so many other great roles in the movie. Yeah, I'm not spoiling any story beats for you or anything. I just wanted to say that that movie was incredible. If you're a fan of Batman at all, then you gotta see it. It's pretty fantastic. It's pretty fantastic, and it should make any long-standing Batman comic fans really happy. It really feels like you're watching a Batman comic. It really is incredible. And now I will go to comments again now that this segment is done. Killjoy says, I'm at work so I can't comment a lot, but hello. Brooke says, I just want to walk through of the building. It looks pretty cool. That, and I want to see a few comics lying around. Well, this is actually not the store. This is the warehouse. So, like, the store is down the road. And actually, A1 Comics has 3 locations in the Sacramento area, including Sacramento, Roseville, and Folsom. This is none of those locations. This is the warehouse. It's kind of where we keep like our extra comic storage
And our extra staff.
and our extra staff.
That's where they just keep me.
And me half the time.
Just delegated to. Oh, I didn't even see you back there. I see you back there now with the comics.
Alright, are we ready? We need a ladder.
That's pretty incredible.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, Brooke says, for us Batman fans, we only ever had The Dark Knight. It was the best we could get. But now we have the Batman. Batman, AK says, Batman is just cool because he's Batman. And Brooke says, I haven't seen the new Batman. Go see it. Roger Hornsby. Hello, Roger Hornsby. Welcome to welcome. Couldn't decide what this was for a second there. Welcome. Yeah. He says, I strongly agree. And I'm assuming you agree with the idea that The Batman is the best Batman movie. Yes, it is 3 hours, but worth every minute. Sylvia Leva is here. Hello. Welcome. And says, it was long, but it did not feel long. I loved it. That's correct. I loved it too. That's correct. I'm correct. Amazing. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up that segment. On to the next segment, where we talk about our local events, local stuff, our sales, free comic book day, all that kind of stuff. Oh, wait, I was supposed to put up this graphic. That entire time, I was supposed to put this graphic, and I didn't. Well, enjoy this Batman walking out of a fire graphic for all of 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. And look, Chris is here.
Hey guys. Very metallic.
Cool. All right, so I want to talk about some of our upcoming sales. We have our spring cleaning sale coming up in just a couple of days on Saturday. If you are a local to the Sacramento area, or if you're going to be in the Sacramento area on Saturday in a couple of days, I highly recommend getting your butt to one of our 3 locations. We're having everything under the sun. Do you guys have a flyer laying around anywhere? We've got for our spring cleaning sale on Saturday. We've got 10% off Warhammer stuff. We've got other deals. Is that? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's the Spider-Man spring cleaning. Yeah. So that was up on
very
our,
meta.
Yeah, that was on our Instagram today.
There we go.
Dude, Chris, this thing's rad.
There we go.
He's cleaning springs. Get it?
That's perfect, dude. Look
So-
what we did, Rich. Look what we did. Distract you from your video.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Actually,
Look how cool it is off screen, guys. Look how cool the thing off screen
You
is.
can't
Everyone
see
can
it. You typically we have like some other great stuff. I mean, you get at least 10% off of stuff. I think it's like I want to say 20% off back issues.
For the sale tomorrow?
No, for Saturday's in-store sale.
Ooh, I don't know about the Saturday in-store sale.
Okay,
like
but
I said, I'm just a warehouse employee.
Yeah, but that brings me to what Spider-Man Cleaning the Springs was advertising, which was our spring cleaning live sale on Instagram from 5 to 8 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And
For that, we have a half-off discount wall.
half off discount wall.
We have 25% off all books under $50. Free shipping for orders $100 and over. 10% off CGC up to $300 off.
And don't we have free shipping on new customers?
First-time
too?
customers get free shipping also tomorrow from 5 to 8 on
Yay.
Instagram Live.
So that's our Instagram live sale 5 to 8, and it's basically a clearance sale that is for our spring cleaning sale.
You got to sell books so we can get new ones in.
Yeah.
That's how it
So
goes.
we've got a lot of great deals on those books. Chris, since I have you here, why don't you explain to, because we've got a lot of first-time people here that are from the Rich Alvers channel, could you explain to them what a CGC is? They might not even know.
CGC is a company similar to CBCS. It's a third-party, non-biased, quote-unquote, company that you can send books to, and they will grade them nicely, which will give them a universal grade so they hold their value and their price for a continued amount of time.
Do we have a CGC here that I can show?
I have one, I think.
Oh, fantastic.
Let me go get it.
Hooray.
But it is a banger. Say, Jay, say.
Ooh. Okay, so this, and I'll go back to this so I can see what I'm doing. This is what we call a CGC, but as Chris said, CGC is the company. But when you
call it a slab.
Yeah, call them slabs. So when you've sent your comic book into CGC, they send it back and they give you this frame. It's got that universal grade on it. It'll tell you like what color the pages are, and it'll have a really nice presentation of what the comic book is with your very unique barcode. And then your comic is in this very nice slab for forever. This one actually is signed, is it? It's got a certificate of authenticity.
I think it's just a special print. Ultimate Spider-Man 50. Nope, just it says that's an authentic copy of this book.
Cool. So yeah, whenever we're talking about CGC or slabs or graded comics, we're typically talking about these bad boys right here. Really cool. Just for anybody who didn't know. Yeah.
Hey Avery.
Okay.
Guys, Avery needs me.
So other sales that we've got.
Way!
Whoa, dear Spider-Man. So we talked about the spring cleaning sale. Other sales that we've got going on include our Folsom patio. So, earlier I was talking about patio sales. We got some great patio stuff coming up, including, and I'll get the exact date here, at our Folsom location, we have an incredible patio sale coming up on April 16th. So you could kind of consider that sort of our Easter sale too, but it's exclusive to our Folsom store, which is our newest store, and it's a brand new, big and beautiful location. Oh my goodness. Check this out. It's a giant Boba Fett standee. Where are we getting these things?
Don't ask.
Our Folsom patio store, it's of course only at the Folsom store, Folsom, California. And that's on April 16th. We're going to do face painting. We're going to do cosplay. So come dress up. And we're going to make a big event out of it. Of course, we're going to have awesome sales. So that's coming up at our Folsom location. And then this weekend on the 13th, which is Sunday, that is going to be SAC Comic Con over, in Sacramento. Some of you might be very familiar with SAC Comic Con. They've been doing it for like decades at this point. We will be having a booth there on Sunday. You'll probably see. I think, is Wes going to be at SAC Comic Con?
I didn't know we were doing SAC Comic Con.
Well, we're doing SAC Comic Con. At least I was told we were doing SAC Comic Con.
This is news to me.
Oh my goodness.
Again, we're just warehouse employees.
Well, I've heard that we're going to SAC Comic Con. If I'm wrong and A1 is not at SAC Comic Con, guess what? SAC Comic Con is still an incredible convention to go to. There are going to be legendary voice actors of cartoons and anime and people from the industry, famous cosplayers. This Sunday, March 13th, I don't know if I'm physically going to be there myself, but I was told that A1 was going to be there. Who knows? If A1's there, I might be there. If they're not there, I definitely won't be. But it is an incredible convention that I've been to many, many times. It's kind of a great one. So don't forget. I don't know if I've convinced anybody to go at this point, but it is Sunday the 13th. I should have checked in with Wes when he was here to confirm that we were going to be there. I think he told me we were going to be there. Oh well. I'll let you know how it was if we are going to be there. So there's that. We also have some other incredible events coming up as we go, but seeing as this show is going to be weekly, I'm going to be able to update you guys on the goings ins and outs of A1 as we go on moving forward. But for now, look forward to tomorrow's live sale, spring cleaning sale from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on our Instagram. Our physical spring cleaning sale at all 3 locations on Saturday the 12th, coming up here in a couple days. And of course, our Folsom patio sale coming up on April 16th. Those are all going to be great stuff. And let's go to comments from this segment. Okay. Yes, Brooke, this is the warehouse. Okay. Let's see here. Gerlin the Frozen, or Gerlin the Frozen, welcome, says, where did Wes get his Spider-Man costume? I think he got it from Amazon. And so. Welcome to the stream. Yes, that's what hey, how's it going? Oh, you got Han Solo there. I don't even know if we can see that. Let's see if the camera. Oh, we can. We can definitely see that. Nice. Sylvia says, I went to your vault sale and I got some cool stuff. Will you be having another one? Yeah, she called it the vault sale. I think she means the warehouse sale, yeah.
The warehouse sale, yes. Every first Saturday of the month.
Right here, exactly where I'm at, the first Saturday of every month.
Okay, you heard it here first. First Saturday of every month, we have a vault sale, a warehouse sale, what used to be called a patio sale, right here at the A1 warehouse.
Identity crisis sale.
That's what we should call it, the identity crisis sale. Yes, Brooke. The person that was just holding the Han Solo, his name is Chris Townsend. The dude right there. Stand up a little bit, Avery. No, not Han Solo. Stand up, Avery.
I do not want to.
He's not going to stand up. The person that you can't see is Avery, doing his job. But he's a cool dude. He wears beanies. Okay. Brooke says, that's pretty cool. So they grade comic books. Oh, of course.
Yes and no. We do not grade comic books in the sense of CGC.
We give comic books grades to price them.
I think she just honestly didn't know that comic books were graded as collectibles like that.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's like our
bread and butter.
Our whole bread and butter, our livelihood over here. Yes, of course. Yeah. Comic books are graded, they are cased, they are coveted. I mean, and you'd see like for example, sometimes on our live sales, we sell some really cool old stuff. Like we sell like Avery, how much does a 9.6 Hulk #1 go for these days?
Oh, thousands.
Probably close to $1 million.
Thousands.
A 9.6 Hulk 1, I'd say over $1 million.
Wow. So you could be getting a Incredible Hulk #1 for over $1 million in a 9.6 or above.
Or you can get like a 0.5 for like $5,000
or more.
A 0.5, so less than a point, a 0.5. It's you're paying thousands of dollars sometimes for some of these comics. Like the first appearance of Spider-Man was in Amazing Fantasy 14? 15. I always mess that up.
Like that's like on the border of becoming a comic book and then just a piece of like pop culture history.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's like American history at that point.
Why do I always want to say 14?
I don't know. You're fired.
That's when it's amazing adult fantasies.
Oh.
Awesome.
Cool. Oh, my friend Scott Otter is here. Hello, Scott Otter.
Hi,
Scott. And says, is the Cgc Thing waterproof? If I wanted to...
Yes and no.
Water resistant.
Well, hold on.
Not water.
Water resistant, not proof. That's
there have been tests.
Let's test it right now.
Water will get, especially these older cases. You can kind of peel that open a little bit. Water will get in there, even on the newer, more airtight cases.
Water resistant, not proof.
But the book itself is in like a vacuum sealed plastic bag in there on the newer ones. That is, it lasted pretty well.
So I would say they're like 90% waterproof, but probably don't go scuba diving with them.
Yeah, this person put one in a fish tank for like a day, and it was fine.
Okay. All right. So there you go. That's pretty much waterproof. Not 100%. But you guys have no idea that like water resistant, not proof, is like a very old Rich Alvarez joke.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Cool. So I hope that answered that question. And then yeah, Brooke is saying Boba Fett. Scott says something tells me Rich already owned the inflatable doll. You are wrong, sir. That belongs to the store. Serge says that is a nice Spider-Man book 50. How much is that book going for? Oh, how much is that Spider-Man 50? Serge wants to know.
Which Spider-Man 50?
That's Landon's personal copy. It is not for sale.
Oh, that one's not for sale. It's Lanvin's personal copy. So sorry.
NFS.
Brooke says, I need to go to a convention. Always want to go to one. Well, if you've never been, go to your closest possible comic book convention. They are a ton of fun. Let's see. Sean Rabin, I think that's how you say. So sorry if I mispronounced this. Says, any sales tonight? Yes.
Boy, do we.
Exactly right when this video ends at about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Chris here is taking over with, we'll take like a 5-minute break, and then Chris is hosting our YouTube live sale,
So cool.
and we are going to be selling books right here on YouTube as soon as our comic cast has ended. Again, at about 4:55, 5 p.m. So yeah, we got sales going on tonight. Also, if anybody cares, I'm also going to be doing a live stream later on the Rich Alvarez channel, probably around 6:30 p.m. For all you Rich Alvarez fans. I will be playing more Super Mario World because it is, of course, March 10th, which means it is Mario Day. It is officially Super Mario Day, so look for that later on the Rich Alvarez channel for anybody who cares. All right, we got Brooke saying, hello, Avery. Killjoy says, Avery, the man, the myth, the legend. He's hella funny in the videos. And that's high praise, Avery. Killjoy's been a fan of the Rich Alvarez videos for over a decade, and she's been watching all of our videos, and now is a fan of you.
I'm honored.
Avery says he's honored.
Fun fact, I also have been a fan of the Rich Alvarez channel for some time.
Oh, wow. Avery says he's also a Rich Alvarez fan. Serge says, I think you were thinking about Amazing Spider-Man 14 because of the Green Goblin. No, I always just say Amazing Fantasy 14 and then always get corrected to 15. I have a horrible memory. I say 14, I mean 15. I'll never learn. In a month, I'll say the same thing again. I'm like, it's Amazing Fantasy 14, right? I have no idea. Brooke says, can I get a hello from my little sis, Aowen? She's a fan of yours, Rich. Oh! Hello, Aowen. Rich Alvarez here on the A1 channel. Welcome. Hello. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. I'm just covering my bases for whatever you might use this for. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our next topic, featuring Chris Townsend. This is our Chris Townsend section, and Chris is going to be talking a little bit about some of the excellent raw, CGC, Mylar, whatever you got going on tonight. It's mostly raw books.
Tonight will mostly be raw books. So this will be the 4th live YouTube stream we're doing.
You're really tiny. Move up.
This will be the 4th YouTube live stream that we. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? I'm usually on between 5 and 6:30 every Thursday night on YouTube, the A1 YouTube account. I try to grab a bunch of cool stuff, some new, some left over from the Wednesday night live sales, and I just hang out, real casual sale, real casual sale on YouTube for about an hour and a half. And yeah, I got a bunch of good stuff. Wes always helps me pick out some good books. I pick out some stuff I like. I dig around the warehouse and find good material. Like I said, we just keep it real casual. I just put up like 4 books at a time. Get your guys' hot takes, and we talk and hang out.
This is a cool X-Men shirt,
Come on,
too.
cooking. Yeah, everyone has this shirt.
I don't have it.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, but the funny thing, this comic book's really funny. X-Men 11. It's a really expensive comic for no other reason but the cover, and it's a T-shirt, which makes it a key for me.
Sweet. All right.
So, yeah, guys.
Is
I'll
there
be
anything? Oh, can we see that Spawn number 1? Can we see that Spawn number 1?
Want to see that Spawn number 1?
I do want to see that Spawn number 1. Check it out.
So stuff like this will be available tonight. Look at this. Oh, yeah, you're good. Oh.
Chris, this thing's about to be crazy.
Like, check this out. We have a Spawn #1 in a 9.2 for just $35. That's the first issue of Spawn by Mr. I'll call him Sir Todd McFarlane, even though he's not English or a knight.
He's the Todd father.
The Todd Father. That's Spawn #1, $35 in a really great grade of 9.2. That's available tonight during during Chris's live sale happening right after this stream.
5 o'clock.
We also have, what's this? Alien #1. This is a really cool variant
That's a
too.
Ron Lim variant, who's a Sacramento local.
Wow.
Ron Lim.
This
It's
might
awesome, huh?
this might become mine.
It's so cool.
Look at this. Look at this detail.
If you're into xenomorphs,
This is a local artist?
yep, Ron Lim. He's a big artist, but he's also from Sacramento.
So yeah, Alien #1 in a 9.4 plus, which the 9.4 plus means like it could be a 9.6.
It means with the help of maybe like a clean, a press, a little bit of love, you can bump it up to the next available grade, which in that place would be 9.6.
9.6.
And a little bump like that could mean a huge difference in price. So we take our pluses pretty seriously.
Also, I priced that to sell. That's
Also,
fine.
every price to sell apparently, but
That's
we're not
fine.
paying attention to him right now.
So $15
Alright, Chris, help me build this.
for that.
Video, bro. All right, I'll come up and build.
And then check this out. We got X-Men 205. It's got some, this cover is cool. It shows Wolverine getting all like, pinched with some needles and things. Really great, cool cover. This is an 8.0 for 18, also available on tonight's sale. But don't worry, they've got tons of other books. Tons of other books that they are selling tonight. I just wanted to give you a little preview of what you're going to see. They've got some Invincible books for sale tonight as well. So if you're big on Invincible, or if you're discovering Invincible for the first time because the Amazon show, they got some Invincible books on sale tonight. That's going to be really cool.
Is it a second piece?
Yeah, there's another box.
Really, really cool. Serge says, is your X-Men shirt for sale, Chris? He's not here anymore. He went to the other room. I don't think he's selling his shirt. Serge also says, because I was trying to see what comic book number is that X-Men t-shirt you have. Well, you don't need to buy the shirt for that. I'm sure he'll just tell you. As soon as he comes back. Cool. So again, if you've never been to, if you've never watched one of our live sales, either here on YouTube or on our Instagram, we have a lot of really cool books. We always have Raws, like they'll have a lot of Raws tonight, but on our Instagram sales, we usually have Raws, Mylars, CGC casings, just tons and tons of material. It's a lot of fun. Even if you don't claim anything, it's a lot of fun just to watch, to see like a bunch of cool variety of comics. What's up, Chris? Oh, what issue is that on your shirt? That's what
11.
It's 11.
X-Men, Volume 2, number 11.
Volume 2, number 11.
Classic Jim Lee.
I was going to say
cover.
classic Jim Lee, like circa 1990, 1991.
91 or 92, I'd say. 92.
Cool. See, I don't remember. I was like 6 years old.
I wasn't even born yet.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Rich, you're old.
I'm old. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Chris.
Cool. So it is X-Men 11, specifically Volume 2 11, because X-Men 11 would be like 63, 64, like the original run. Dude, you've got some cool stuff going on back there. I'm impressed. You can't see it, but he's got some cool stuff over there that I'm impressed about. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, this is now the final segment of our show where we just do a chat Q&A interaction, and then in about 9 minutes I will properly introduce Chris again, and he'll take it over. So, if any of you have any comments, questions, concerns, did you want any more clarification on any of our upcoming events or sales? Did you want to know more about our live stuff? When we're going to be selling books? How you can claim books during a live sale? What you need to do for that? How you pay for that? Did you want to know more about my opinion of the Batman or any upcoming movies or TV shows from WandaVision to Loki Season 2? Did you want to know about the X-Gwens or any upcoming stuff? This is your time to ask questions, so we're gonna we're going to ask some questions. We have our first question from Nacho Taco. Says, out of curiosity, y'all got any of the new Sonic comics? We do get the new Sonic comics, of course. Over at our shop, you should see our wall. It's like giant wall of all kinds of new comics. We do get I want to say, of course, if it's Marvel and DC and Image, we definitely get 100% of all the news comics that they're coming out with. And of course, there's also, Dark Horse Comics, there's IDW, and a ton of independent brands that we get as well. I think I would love to say we get all comics, but I know that can't possibly be true. There's a bunch of independent companies from all over the country and all over the world that we can't possibly get every single comic of. But I believe Sonic is IDW, right?
They canceled it, I believe.
Oh, they canceled it.
I believe so.
We were getting the IDW Sonic comic, but I guess they've canceled it. But I did see we still have some on the shelf. So, I mean, those are gettable. But yeah, I do enjoy me some Sonic the Hedgehog. Serge asks, so how does this work with the book sales? Do we say claim it under YouTube? So basically, just like right now how there's a chat, when they put a book up, like, so Chris will, for example, he'll be like, here's Alien, in a 9.4 plus, and he'll put it on 2. And so all you would need to do is say, claim 2. And if you're the first person to say claim 2, then you get that comic. But what you'd need to do is, and they'll explain it to you during the sale, I'm sure, there's a form that you have to fill out on our website that gives us your email and your contact information, so that way we can give you a PayPal invoice and you'll pay through PayPal. And there you can choose if you want it shipped to you or if you're going to physically come into the store and buy it. Most of the time we just ship it to you because most people don't live in Sacramento. But generally it works a lot like that. Yes, Sean Rabin says, if I get something tonight, can it be held to see if I get more tomorrow night and get one big shipment? Yes, that is actually something we can do. We call that combining invoices. So basically, we'll still want your info. We'll still want you to fill out that form, within 24 hours after your claims, but then you'll want to send us a DM on, this is the way that we like to do it, is send us a DM on Instagram. So find our Instagram account, send us a message saying that you would like your Thursday night YouTube live sale claims combined with your Friday night Instagram live sale claims, and we will just combine that into one invoice for you. That is something that we do all the time. It's completely fine. Let's see. Serge is saying, thank you for letting me see that t-shirt up close, because I can see the front cover. Awesome. You want to see it again? You can see it again. Jeez, you should just knock the whole thing over. Sweet. Anytime. Besides Devil's Reign, another thing that we've got going on, I believe the Darkhold storyline is still going on.
No idea.
Dark Ages is a really cool new series. Dark Ages. The Venom and Hulk run.
Right, yeah.
That have switched creative teams is awesome.
So yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on. I've been really enjoying Devil's Reign, but Darkhold's been pretty cool too. I think it's still going, but kind of Devil's Reign kind of took center stage right now. Let's see. I think we pretty much wrapped it all up. We got 4 minutes now. We got 4 minutes. What should we do for the next 4 minutes, guys?
Let's have a dance contest.
Let's have a dance contest. Go.
You're first.
I'm first. I don't know why we're having a dance contest, but we're gonna have a few seconds of a dance contest. And you decide who wins. You guys will decide who wins.
Wait.
Here we go. We each get 10 seconds. You ready?
Go.
Okay. Here, I gotta do this so that way they can see the floor a little bit better. Okay. Give me a beat. Give me a sick beat.
You win. I wasn't even close to that.
No, I want to see your dance. Is that your dance?
That's my dance. That's what I do all the time. Or I just go in the middle of a dance floor and just strike a pose.
Sweet. Well, that was the official A1 dance contest.
Dude, Rich destroyed it. Didn't even give me a chance.
The official A1 dance contest.
You gotta end every video like that now.
Serge is saying, do you guys have any pop figures? You know-
At the store.
At the store, we got a ton of pop figures at the store. In fact, we were doing the enamel pins during that one live sale.
The what?
You know, like the pins, the pop pins.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of those. They're fun.
Yeah, once in a blue moon, we'll do like a thing where, like, if you buy a mystery box or like a expensive book, you'll get like a free pop. But we don't typically have like just pops for sale during the live sale. But I don't know if that's something that the people want to do, we might have to oblige.
As long as shipping can handle it.
As long as shipping can handle it, our shipping department, our lovely, lovely shipping department. Our lovely, lovely shipping department. Well, I think we're all agreed that I won that Dawn's contest. I won the dance contest. Okay. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Next week, we'll be doing this all over again, but it'll be new news. We'll be talking about new events, new sales.
Fake news.
Nope. Real comic book news. Oh, wow.
I couldn't find a Funko Pop, but I found a Queen
Queen Amidala?
Amidala.
It's Queen
celebrity
Amidala
cut
herself.
from Taco Bell. It might be Pizza Hut, KFC,
One
of
of
the
those.
conglomerates.
Cool.
There you go.
It's kind of scary. Yeah, so this has been great. Thank you all so much for being here. We're going to take a quick, like,
For my sale.
6-minute break, and then Chris over here is going to take over with the live sale, which will last about, what, an hour and a half?
About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half of just constant claiming. So, you know, stick around. We're going to be right back, and then Chris is going to show you...
Good time.
Oh, look at this. Hello, Duke in 2010 is here. Says, what kind of books are you putting up today, Chris?
Hot ones.
Hot ones. Hot books.
Hot Book Summer.
And Sylvia...
All raw books.
Sylvie
Nothing
says
graded.
that cup is hella old. It was an old cup. It's really
I'm
dusty.
drinking out of it right now. What are you talking about?
No.
This cup is not old. Look at this. This is vintage. Actually, yes, it is pretty old.
Vintage is one way to put it.
little dusty.
Anyways, yeah, so thank you everybody for watching the first episode of Comic Cast every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is a, yeah, I need to like, or maybe like, yeah, and it's just basically the lead-in show for Chris's live sale.
Warm me up.
Anyways, yeah, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then Chris will be back with a ton of really cool books that you can claim. And I got to say, the selection tonight looks very promising. So, anyways, we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Bye-bye. Say bye, Chris.
Bye.